What's up, everybody? Trying to give this thing some shade so it doesn't overheat. Hey, what's going on in Pennsylvania, folks? So nice of you to stop in. Yeah, I just got a little dilemma the past couple of days. So the experimental case that I showed how kind of like I stuffed the case and made a channel in it. The higher pressure, I thought it was like popping the gasket out in the front from the exhaust, but turns out I cooked the piston. One of the little keepers for the rings had failed, and so I took it all apart last night and I found that in the middle of the dark, got it back together, and I went to go to work this morning and everything, good running, but so I came back, it was just running really bad, and I thought it was just because it was the new piston in there, but I don't know, I found out I actually also had chewed up the 10-tooth sprocket. This was misaligned and it was eating that, between that and the new piston and the all the JB welds started to break on the exhaust, so I just got this all cleaned up. Oh shit, wrong end, sorry. And I'm gonna be putting new JB weld on that, but out of an abundance of caution, so I don't cook that too much and it breaks inside and really damages something. And I want to take it apart and just see what's been happening. So the Zeta 80 I had on there, 40-40-40 Firestorm, I had destroyed the bevel gear, the main drive, so I replaced that and just swapping the mounts, and I'm going to be putting the steel cylinder back on there. I was actually thinking about running the instead of the steel cylinder, I was thinking about running the G5 with the transfers. I got one all set and ready to go, but right now I want to keep experimenting with that, so I don't have all the port work really done. I mean, it's port timed, but I wanted to add, besides a boost port, I wanted to add true transfers in it. There's a guy that is one of my subscriptions. It's he goes by Cat Carb, or his name's Brian Amos. It's motorized bike carburetor information or something to that effect at the time. But if you look up some of his videos on port work, it might help you guys out besides what you know or what I could show you. Because a lot of times I just forget to turn this thing on, or I don't have a way to actually hold the tools and do whatever without maybe like using my GoPro. But yeah, it's really good information there. I don't know if you can stick around, but I'll try to, when this thing comes up, I'll try to write it down to post a link to his channel just in case. But he's helped me exponentially, man. He's a really nice guy, and yeah, so anyway, but I'm not sure who else is here. Whoever you are, welcome. I'm just gonna leave the channel open. I'm probably not gonna be talking too much just because I gotta concentrate. I don't want to get sidetracked and interrupt tomorrow's build because it's actually my birthday. And so like beyond that, I'm probably going to be doing just a short unboxing with you guys around noon, and maybe just like field a couple questions and say hi to everybody. But my family's coming over, and we got a little spot to eat some ice cream in the back of this coffee shop, but they close early, so it's kind of like one of those times of the essence things. But how are you? Enough about me anyway, man. How are you doing down there, guys? What's going on in PA, man? Rock on, baby. Nothing like a rolling rock. Straub's Beer, 412. Love you guys. I don't know if you're still there, bro. If you heard me, man. I was just wondering how you guys are doing. I'm trying to find my try to find a link here on my phone so I can talk a little bit with you anyway. Yeah, here it is. See if I can see anything here. Oh, okay, I can see you now. I'm sorry, man. It wasn't showing up on the iPad, so it's super hot here in PA right now. Good luck on fixing all that. Bummer, it chewed up the teeth. Yeah. Um, yeah, hey, thank you for a happy birthday, man. Doing good, waiting on the tire to come in the mail. Yeah, I remember seeing that, man. That's a bummer, dude. It really is, but nice, I'm glad. That sounds awesome, man. I'm really happy for you guys, man. Be looking forward to spending a little time with you down the road here somewhere. So, yeah, man. Thanks for joining in and watching. I don't know what you guys will even be able to see. I'm gonna do my best here, but like I said, I just leave the channel open. You can talk with whoever else is here and stuff. So. It's really kind of a bummer because I had just got everything all nice and tight on there, wrapped up all the wires, got all the shrink tubing on them, got everything really like just perfect, and then it started leaking a little bit, and I was like, oh dang, so I gotta take it apart, because when I did this in the middle of the night last night, I was just trying to get to work, so I didn't have any Permatex in there, and I took the gaskets out. I remember if I had a high hole piston, low hole piston, but I changed one or the other so that the gap difference wouldn't matter, because I was out of gaskets and I didn't have time to cut one by hand. So, but yeah, it started leaking. I was like, oh well, I'll take it apart and put it in so I'll be ready for Monday. And that's when I found the teeth like that too. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna put this one on the shelf for a minute and try to get this one I built with my dad running again. Yeah, Moses, hey, I didn't know that was you there. Tomorrow, actually Monday, but I'm doing it tomorrow because of work, so thanks for stopping over, man. I was just telling him I'm gonna leave it open. Guys have a fun time talking, whatever, but every once in a while try to see if you're asking something or if I can help anybody out. Yeah, Moses, those dudes are freaking hilarious, man. They always play the coolest music, and they really do have fun, man. They make you laugh, just their antics, man. It's one of the few other people besides like ERT I really try freaking to see if they got a video up, man, because it just makes me smile. I miss Crazy John riding with Ellis though, man. It's like totally different when they had the duo. I know haven't been able to ride with Billy for a while because of his job. He's working 2 jobs, so life happens. Yeah, bro. Moses is a good dude too, man. He sent me some cool stuff. He got me hooked up with Berserker Nick. He actually was same thing. He sent me a tire. Not that you're waiting on one, that sucks, but I finally got an extra set, man. I'm always like trying to help everybody and giving my stuff away, so it's nice to actually have something I can hold on to and really appreciate. Yeah, goofing for sure, bro. Nah, you guys do keep it cool, man. Never know what to expect. That's the cool part about it. Even though you're just riding, it's always just something different, and you're always got the craziest antics. Big kids, I love it. Oh my lord. Okay, I'm busy working on the bike, honey. I just tune in later. You'll see what happened. What's up, Nathan? How are you, buddy? Alright. I had to tune everybody out. I'm sorry to be a party pooper. Have fun talking. I gotta do this, man. It's gotta be done. Ah, freaking stinker. Alright, I know I got an extra. Come on, Jane. Oh, it's my dad. Dang. My mosquito never gives up. Yeah, Bride, definitely, man. Nah, just because the other night I was really interactive. We were trying to get this little 40mm thing going for like a beach cruiser or a little kid's bike. And I welded the case with JB Weld, and then it ended up breaking, and the clutch didn't want to go in. I popped 2 bearings. ERT was laughing his butt off at me. Called me a bad mechanic. Anyway, yeah, but oh, come on, piston. Well, I think this thing's already formed over top of the bearing, over top of the con rod bearing, so I may have to keep the piston in and just change the rings. Yeah, I don't want to drill it out and waste it. I've only got 1 spare right now, so put the G-clip back in. Some guys say don't reuse these. If I ever do reuse them, the side that I pulled out, I don't know if you guys can see, but hopefully I put it up here. The side that's leaned outwards just a little bit, I just flipped that around so that's facing in. So I don't think it really matters, to be honest, as long as it's true. So anyway, but it hasn't done anything really other than just come out at the moment. It's no extra stress or tension on it, so. And we're not swapping pistons anyway. Alright, she's back in there like swimwear. So pull the jug on that. I'll try to get over here behind the camera, just show you guys anyway, just so you can see what it looks like. I got a little boost port down there, 25-degree down angle. The cylinder is really clean. It got the tiniest little bit of a scar in there from the piston pin, or the ring pin snap. I'm try to show it to you guys. I really can't see if you can see it because of the glare from the sunshine. But anyway, it's right up here on the top. It's just a little dent. And I had posted a little like short whatever last night, just showing what had happened. But I guess I feel lucky. I mean, really kind of got spared, you know, because the whole cylinder could have got marred. It could have blown the piston. I've smashed pistons before. It's literally disintegrated them, doing like 45, and they just pop and whatnot. So, but try to get this keeper washer out of here if I can. I don't feel like running in and out digging through 3 boxes to find the right one at the moment. Come on, bugger. There it is. Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much my only transportation right now. Like I said, between this gear, when I took that apart to look at the exhaust, I found that that was like that, and I said, oh, you know what, if the exhaust is, the JB weld is actually cracking from the heat, it dried up, it got brittle. So I want to keep that experimental case from having some type of a problem during the week while I'm going to work. So I'll just do it all now and get the motor I built with my dad back on there. But not to be like sycophantic, I was going to put it on the shelf and just save it for some day way down the road and finish the build. So, but yeah, let's get this thing together. Okay, I guess you guys can see. So I'm not even sure why I had the 10-tooth sprocket loose on this thing, but this one looks like just a couple of teeth are a little bit out, but it should be all right. Probably go in and get some Q-tips just to clean the threads here real quick. Yeah, small flathead. Sometimes, Moses, I'll put in, I had another pair of needle nose pliers. It was for like a jeweler. They were really small and they would grab it right away, but they got broke somehow, so just using what I have at the moment. But get this clean here real quick. I just go around here and try to get any of the dirt and grime free, and then we'll just run a little bit of red moly in there, the Lucas red moly, just so if it does need to come back off, there's no problems. This is a 19 millimeter that I'm using. I believe it's the same size as the spark plug puller that comes with some of the kits for whoever else is watching this or may see it down the road. A lot of times I'll take a wrench and I'll lock it in on the teeth just like this, just to tighten it. Actually, when I was taking the case apart, the top of that split right there, I haven't had time to JB weld it back in, but I was a little disappointed because the Zetas are supposed to be like a better motor. I'm not going to say that it didn't feel like it's strong, and I know it runs well, but between that happening and then just the bevel gear, the drive gear failing, it's a little bit disappointing. So, but I just got these rings going on this other piston, and the piston's brand new. Kind of wondering if I shouldn't drill this out, but I think what I'm gonna do, I'm not sure where this is gonna sit yet, and I do have the permanent gasket. So what I did was I just took an old cylinder and I cut like 3 layers off of it with a hacksaw, and I took it to the machine shop and they just trued it up for me. So if I need a little bit of rise, depending on if it's a high hole or a low hole, sometimes I've actually put that on purposefully. So I'll take the piston that's lower seating or whatever it is. I'm bad with describing. I know what I'm trying to tell you. I don't want to say it wrong. So it acts almost like a stroker, like I guess it's longer. So this has to be in there for the piston to like not come out of the top. So once that's in there, then it gives you almost like another little wedge on the bottom of your unit, if you guys follow what I'm saying. So it may add a little bit more compression, it may give you a little bit more top speed. I'm not 100%. I haven't done an actual comparison ratio. I do have the compression tester, but I usually just check that to see what's going on with other stuff. So yeah, hey, all right, thanks, Bri. What's up, BRT? Good to see you, man. Trying not to be a bad mechanic today. Yeah, just doing a little explanation. So let's find out what's going on in this anyhow. But actually, just while I'm doing this, I'm just gonna pull the rings real quick, just so we can slide this on and off without having to deal with that. So ERT, the GOAT. I'm gonna catch you. I'm right behind you. Come on, baby. Don't fight me. Let's do this. Oh yeah, turning me into a bad mechanic, Raj. All right, up and over, up and at 'em, easy peasy. So yeah, ERT, I freaking, I don't know what happened when your motor failed, but I was just telling them, I had a couple other little issues, and I was looking at the JB weld on the exhaust, and it had kind of like, it started to fry, it was cracking. So I'm just gonna take and put my other motor back on. I don't want something to happen on the way to work and get stuck. But I had just had it all set up, so a little bit disappointing, because I got everything nice and wrapped all my wires and shrink wrap and all that, yada yada. Let me try to turn this over and see what happens. So right now, since I changed the piston from the high hole to the low hole, I actually on this one it was different, but this crank and this piston setup, I suppose you guys can see from there, but I'm right at crown's right at the top. So I'm sure the dome is going to be high. If I put a stop here for you guys, a positive stop, you'll be able to see it's definitely going to push it down. So I don't know, let me see if I have to add a gasket or not. I'm going to probably just put one base gasket on. I don't know, maybe two. I don't know about getting the timing wheel out here and all that. I don't know if the numbers are going to matter that much at this point, but just trying to get a working unit so I can ride around. Oh, hi Keegan. Pretty busy working on some motors here. You guys in school up there in Canada still, or are you out already? Almost a month? Oh, wow, okay. ERT, you got jokes. Yeah, man. Sounds good. I don't plan on doing much today. Like I said, bro, just trying to get this thing together for Monday morning so I can get to work. I gotta put the 12 volt back in for the light, and yeah. Like I said, I was gonna put the timing wheel on and try to get this adjusted. I really don't know how this is gonna run, because when I first had this set, I had the permanent gasket I made from an old head, and I had that in there, and I had a different piston. So I don't know if it was a high hole or low hole. I'm just, because I'm in a rush, but I had it set so it had a longer stroke with whichever one it was, so there was more compression available. But yeah, man, right now just gonna try to tighten this all back up and see if it'll fly. Port match don't work. What's that, bud? I don't understand what you're trying to say. Port match? I definitely do port matching. Port timing too. I don't know whether to put the wheel on this or not. I mean, knowing what it is, I'm just trying to figure out whether I want to add the base gasket and give myself less room at the top. I mean, more room on top, you know, jacket. Yeah, that's for sure, man. So I gotta get some Lucas oil here. I've been using that Lucas oil since I've been out of Redline, man. Just gonna wet the gasket. This is rubber fiber composite, so actually I don't know. Let's see. Maybe I'll stick it on with the Ultra Guy. I got Permatex. It's always something different. Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. God bless you as well, man. You guys really do mean a lot to me. So yeah, I'm just gonna tack this gasket up. Sometimes I'll soak them in oil, and what that does is it expands it a little bit. Like I said, the fiber composite in there, it'll draw the oil in, and then when it presses down, it almost acts like a suction cup. So yeah, it's tomorrow when I do the live build tomorrow. Yeah, no, yeah, Moses, I definitely use the timing wheel, man, and I know the numbers work. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I got some of my magic formulas, depending. I should keep a logbook and incorporate that into other builds, but I typically just everyone's a little bit different, you know, like I was just saying. I mean, one of these, you know, depending on what kind of a gasket I'm using on the bottom, or depending on what kind of a setup it is, I might do it a little bit differently. So with this one, I'm going to use the Permatex, the Ultra Gray. And like I was just saying, sometimes with this type of a gasket, I'll even soak it in a little bit of two-stroke oil first, and allow it to draw the liquid in and get soft, and when you press it down you lose a little bit, but you're going to anyhow, and it acts almost like a suction cup and gives you a really nice bond. But it says C amount, yeah, CNC amount good. Yeah, so I've been reading the Two Strokes tuning guide, and what they're saying is the diameter for your the header, this diameter, the pipe should be like 65% of this, or times it by 65%, which is basically a lot smaller. So I got a this is like right at almost like 19 millimeter 3/4. I got the adapter, and then I got a reducer to 1/2 inch. So that should add just a little tiny bit more back pressure. Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't even doing it so you guys could see, but yeah, man, just so I'm gonna have it welded on there, maybe tack weld it just to see how it does, and then if I like it, we'll do the whole thing. But yeah, it's right there in the two-stroke Jennings. Did you get that head that Moses gave you to fit? No, that's for another bike. Nope, haven't even looked at it. I mean, I've looked at it, but it's for another motor. I bought it off him just to have it because I didn't have one. You got to keep parts, you know what I'm saying? You never know what situation you're going to be in. I don't sell the parts, I use them and sell the bikes. Put a lot of love into it, you know what I'm saying? Help somebody out. So yeah, we got just a little bit more, probably like maybe 4 thousandths in there from adding that gasket, the base gasket. I got okay. Yeah, man, I really liked you guys riding in New York. That was awesome, man. I totally fell in love with you, man, on all them back roads. Doing that crazy pedal shit. One of you's like riding like 100 miles an hour flying by with the camera, and the other one's pedaling like you're really going fast. Oh yeah. You know how we roll. Yeah, if you ever get back up this way, man, definitely want to try riding with you. So even with that that pin fail and then catching the corner of the piston, I don't have any scarring at all on the cylinder head, so that's a blessing too, thank God. But you can see I got the three prong scooter plug in here, And I've never used one before, but I threw it in on this build and I was like, what the heck, I'll give it a try. It's not the E332 and it's not iridium. I find the EKG, the iridium, I burn those, or NKG, I burn those up a lot. The iridium cooks right off of them, so I don't really bother with them too much anymore. Yeah, it's still popping there. I don't know if it's gonna work. May have to put the base gasket in. Nice. Yeah, it's firing really good. Nice cocoa brown. Got a little bit of carbon buildup on that. But yeah, I can live with it. I'm going back to the red line though, ERT, just so you know. But I do like this. It smokes every once in a while. And I found that, like, crap, I already got, like when I took this apart, the top of the piston was completely dry, but there's one I just took apart that I was running the Lucas in. But yeah, the red line, it stays on the top of the piston, and it keeps it lubricated. You can see, like, just from my rubbing my hand like that, it's kind of like a gum, almost like not a tar, but it's not a hard carbon flaky. I mean, I know it's good, it'll pop it off and keep it clean, but I don't know, I don't trust the heat on it. I mean, it's kind of counterintuitive, because if this is on there and it's heating up, it's gonna stay hotter anyway. But it actually just it doesn't burn. It's like a constant lubrication. Yeah, man. Yeah, I never heard of that, Keegan. I guess you could if you take it apart, but I think most guys use seafoam to clean the two-stroke motors. See if I can make this nice and tight. Well, definitely tapping there. Maybe not. Yep. Nah, I hear what you're saying too, ERT. As long as it's clean, it's gonna run. Can't not perform. That's tempting. That is very, very tempting. Be right back, folks. Blueberry today, had watermelon the other day. Sour Patch. I finished waiting for this Permatex to dry on the base of this, and then we're gonna get that going. They're gonna mix up some JB Weld for the header on the exhaust in the meantime, so we can get that coated. One, two, three, four, five. 5 pumps ought to do it. One, two, three, four, 5. Oh, dang. made it too wet. JB Weld and transfer part on 2 strokes. Well, that's what I've been discussing, Keegan. Some people stuff the case, they'll add an aluminum plate, a stuffing plate, and they'll put JB Weld to secure it. Sorry I'm smoking, I don't want to influence you to do that, but anyway, yeah, I mean, it's not something I typically do. I got a little pinhole, 2 little pinhole cracks in this exhaust, and I've tried to have it welded. I had guys, they call it dropping some nickels on it, or quarters the size of the little buttons they weld on just to seal it, and it keeps leaking around it no matter what. So I've added the JB Weld onto the top of the header, and what happened today was it cracked. It had superheated, and yeah, so I'm taking the experimental case off because I don't know if it's going to hold much longer inside. It's not something I really do. I mean, I've actually, one of the videos I did was with my friend Eric building a motor, and there was a hole in the side of the case from a chain eating through it, and we used JB Weld, took it apart and rebuilt the whole thing, and it held, and actually the bearing ended up failing in it at some point in time. So I mean, it works. It's not a bad thing. It's just based on your experience level and what you know how to do, or what you want to do. Would I tell you to do it? Probably not. Not because of your age. The engine's too small to really raise the pressure, from what I understand from talking to Brian Amos, and it's just a waste of time. But I don't know, fool around if you want, you know. You might get 1 or 2 more miles per hour. I mean, if that's all you want, you know, it's not going to make or break the life of the motor for doing it. Oh, excuse me. So yeah, right now all I'm doing is, this is starting to set a little bit, so I'm just contouring the weld so it's not all like runny. Basically just giving it a smooth edge. Not even necessary, but I'm gonna go over it with the header paint when it's done. Might sand it just the tiniest little bit, and then call it good. So that's that, as they say, and that's gonna sit over here and start drying for the next 24 hours. So some point tomorrow I'll put that back on the bike, or later tonight when it's got enough time to cure. if you're ever to try it, would just be on experiment. No, I mean, try it, do it on whatever you want. New motor, old motor. This is a brand new case that I built the experimental case with. Took it all apart, put a different crank in it, had the crank balanced. Make sure I don't have any little bubble holes in this thing. See if you can see it. So I just added a coating over it, basically between the two welds here and here. This is a piece of a banana pipe, and this is a custom flange for the header. Ah, and put the rings in. Bad mechanic for sure. Yeah, what's up, buddy? How you doing, huh? Tired, man. I was up half the night building this thing, rode it, and then changing it all out now, and I had to work this morning, so good to see you. Thanks for stopping over. How's life treating you? How you riding? Everything going all right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. What's this? Oh, weekend on my cruiser to. Oh, okay. Nice. Yeah, these are brand new rings. I just set them in last night. I was gonna try to swap this piston into this because this was running. This is a brand new piston. I one of the pins failed, and it caught right on the top, so I didn't lose the cylinder. But I just changed this all out last night. I was gonna try to swap the rings and the piston. This was a motor I built with my dad, and when I went to take the G clip out, the piston had already swelled around the edge from the heat, and so the con rod is in there with the bearing, and I'd have to drill it out on the side and then pop it out, so I'd ruin the piston. So this is a pretty good piston anyway. I mean, there's no scarring on it, nothing. This was running fine. I had just done like 43, 44 mile an hour on it, and I destroyed the bevel gear, the main drive gear. So we got the new gear in there, and it should be good to go, hopefully. But yeah, since I got you there, so we're talking about that. If you can see here, these I don't know, let me try to get it closer just so everybody knows, because they'll probably be watching this down the road. But the little pins that stick out on the bottom, not the pins, but the extension of the clip, that's the downside on your piston ring. If you don't know and you're trying to put one together, you see this in the future, you're watching it, so make sure that those are down on your piston, the bottom that clips into it. Oh yeah, dang, bro. Yeah, I've been punishing these things, man. This is my get to work vehicle, so I just got a job 25, 30 miles away from the house too, and I mean, it's running good, but these things are bound to happen, you know. I'm gonna have to break down probably and end up just throwing BT100 or a YD100 on there just for transportation purposes. But I really love this little 80cc to 66cc engine. So let's try this again. So let me see if you guys can see where I'm at. Basically, if your piston's in properly, it's the clips, or the pins for the rings should be on the back, the intake side. So when you go to put this on, if you have them in place, a lot of guys will actually take the cylinder and they'll turn it upside down and place the piston in with the rings, and then flip it over and put it on. I think it's too time consuming for me. If you look at the side of the piston, you can actually pinch this right here once you put it up against the pin and it stops. If you put pressure on both sides of the ring, you can keep your hands here, and you've got this little flute on the skirt on the bottom of the cylinder. So you can get your fingers right here, and the ring should go in right there. Sometimes it works the first time, sometimes I struggle with it, but usually I can slide them right in. Yeah, man. That's all I ever wanted to do, is just have 50 subscribers. So like if somebody was in a jam, they could just text me and I could like have a visual reference on this end or something and try to walk them through it. But I'm glad the channel's growing. I hope it continues to grow. You know, I don't know if I'll ever have 1,000 subs. Maybe I'll have more, but oh, that's tight. Hold on. I'll have to get a little better purchase on it. Alright, got the first one in. Once you lock the first one, the bottom one, it's kind of, if you push it towards the pin, once it stops and it's not spinning, you can just push forward. No, I popped the other one off, but you just push forward and it'll go right on usually. You get the other one back on here first. To find my pin. Ah, there she is. Alright, there's that one. This thing went spinning. Alright, we're on it. Like I said, I usually just try to press those together best I can, and then if you're holding it from the side, typically, and I'm trying to do this live, so of course it wants to struggle with me. There you go, that easy. Oh, what's up, Connecticut? How you doing, Angry Cruiser? Yeah, what's up, bud? I still want to go riding with you so bad, man. How's things out there, man? Looks like it's gonna rain here. What's the weather doing in your neck of the woods? Alright, so I got a copper gasket here and I've got a brass gasket here, guys. I I could get the veneers out here, but I'm eyeballing. I'm going to tell you that they're roughly the same. I think the copper might just be the thinnest little bit difference. The brass is really strong, where the copper's got some flex. I mean, I know this kind of like lets the heat flux, but I'm not a real big fan. I mean, this is like pretty constant. This has been used, I don't know, 4 or 5 times. I mean, you can see some of the residual from the chemical compound and the oils and just the heat expenditure, but I actually had these together on the other build, and I had to have 2 head gaskets on. I don't even like to have one, really, just because it messes up the combustion chamber. But it's raining. Oh boy, I better check the weather. Maybe I need to head inside. At least get this buttoned up so it ain't wet inside of it. Yeah, a lot of guys do recommend the copper. Like I said, brass is just whatever I've gone to for whatever reason. And I've never had a problem with it. They never failed. I used copper some years back, and I think I burned through a couple of them. Just like the tin ones or whatever, so. Six of a dozen, half of the other, as they say. So I got a little center punch here, fellas. One of my first videos when I started off doing tips. That's what when you got a CNC head on, even if it's just not as tall, you know, with the shorter fins, it's still really hard to get in there instead of a stock head or something like the Minarelli head. So basically, usually they use one lock and one flat. I go with one flat and then a lock and then another flat, and then you just take and put them on your center punch, and then you can line that right to the top of the bolt and just drop them right on. That way you don't have to pull it back off or go fishing for them. So I hope that helps you guys. I don't know if you know that already, but he said nickel plate them. I don't know, man. I have no idea what that would do, brother. I don't know how nickel transfers heat. I really don't know what that would do. I could ask the guy at the shop. Hey, babe. Hey. Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
I'm on streaming, honey. I'm building the motor.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'll let you go.
All right, I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
Bye-bye.
My mosquito, I love her. Ah, here I go fishing for one too. And at least I don't have to go down in there looking for the thing. Boom. Check the JB on here. It's forming pretty good. You can see it ran from sitting on this side kind of too long. Just gonna flip it back over onto this side, let it finish getting it hard enough. So it had failed on there and I had to clean it all off and redoing it. Just gonna find somewhere to rest this baby. Ah, wanker. Here we go. All right. Before I do that, put just a smidge of grease on our drive gear here. Throw this for a couple of turns. Got good compression from the sound of it. Doesn't seem like it's gonna hit either. I was kind of thinking it might lock, but alright folks, I'm gonna see if I can move you around here real quick. Get this bike over here. Oh, shoot. Technical difficulties. Intermission. Oh, you can see. Try to do this down here because we're gonna put the 12 volt generator back in so we can have light still. My lovely set of Allen keys here as it freaking falls to pieces. If that's the worst thing that happens today, I'm still ahead in the game. should have done this on the table first. There we go. Now I can grab you. Oh, finally. Just fall apart, would you? And I can just grab his one key. So yeah, if you guys missed the last couple of videos, we ended up putting a 12 volt light in, 12 volt generator for the light. Some people probably use them for putting a race CDI in, 12 volt CDI, but I don't know if you guys can see at the moment, but I'm just taking the little plug out of the front, the keeper for the wire housing. Just because I gotta feed some more wires through it. If I have it loose, I can kind of move it around so we can get everything where it wants to live. Turn this just a little bit. Let me grab the phone. I can't see what you're saying, bro. Okay, cool. Good to know, man. I don't know. Some states you actually they're legally required. I don't even know what the specifications are here, but yeah, man, that's definitely solid advice. Same as a fender. You guys know all about the fenders. No fenders for sure. Oh, that's what's up. Yeah, Jared D, when he was riding across America, he said something about having some kind of a setup like that. I don't think he made it out of state, and the freaking the wire bead on the tire let loose or something though. Almost got stranded. Somebody had taken him to the store. He ended up buying like a Walmart tire just to keep going. I know, bro. Some people put like double, like double supports on them. I've never done it. I just tell people stay away from them. I've thought of it at times, but I actually have a tire off, or not a tire, but a fender that just mounts right here, a little quarter fender. It's like a hard plastic fiberglass. I think it came off of like a Cannondale or a Diamondback mountain bike. But little mud guard thing, I've never even used it though. Yup. Yep. Yeah, I never had trouble with the stock chain tensioner just because I always used the 4-bolt one. I think it's called like little tensioner or something. But yeah, the 2-bolt one definitely, I would say death, man. They move all over the place unless you got a really good purchase on your support, the backwards, the down tube, or not the down tube, but the stay. Yeah, man, you could definitely have a problem. So this is the 12-volt. So this is the hot wire. It doesn't have the ground wire. The ground wire is from the light, and we're gonna put it onto the bolt right there when we put it in. Hopefully I can feed it through if I'm gonna have enough space. Shoot, I didn't even think about that till just now. Let me put it in now. We'll have to move this over. Get it on the bike and get it going. The mechanics don't know what they are doing to cases. A joke, leave the case alone if you like to go fast, buy a better expense. Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. For sure. Let me make sure you guys can see here. Move this up a little bit for you. Oh, sorry, fellas. Let me get this up just a little bit better angle for you. Yeah, just so you guys know too, the down tube on this, I got 2 extra seat posts in here that's all locked together, so want to make sure your bike is strong. This is a snap point and this is a snap point, so those are the 2 main fails. So just a tip for you if you haven't seen my videos on doing that. Where do I put my tape? Come on, electric tape. Break time. Let me see. I'll be right back, guys. Hey, hey, hey. Alright, so I gotta get this through and then that one through, hopefully. Hopefully we got room here, boys. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Come to daddy. Alright, let me see here. Do we need the sheathing? That's gonna come through. I gotta run inside anyway. I'm gonna keep that separate. Knock it out a little more. See if we can get our positive in there without breaking it. Come on. That little silicone slide cap might push it through or it might pinch it. I'm gonna try to pull it back. If I can get it through, then I can put it on after. Yeah, there we go. So just hold that whole thing right up. Twist it on. Yeah.
Could I get one off you for my walk to work, please?
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
There you go.
I'll catch you later, brother.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
You too.
Alright, slide this back. Alright, thank God. That was easy enough coming together. Thought it'd be a little more challenging. But we got everything back into place with this setup. Don't worry guys, if I get this back together, I'm just going to put the MZ65 clone on here real quick while the YZ85 pipe is drying. We'll take her for a little run. We're almost there, fellas. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. This lower arm's too close. Got kind of a bigger gap at the top. I want to keep the spark even. Alright, we're good there. In there like swimwear. Ate this old piece of a tire. Put up here. Underneath. Any extra vibration. Goodbye. Grab my bolts. So I can get the wires together while we're sitting here. Plug this back in. Freshen up the kill switch. I just run my kill switch together with the ground wire. I put it into the plug all the way up through and fold the wire over the top and then call it good. Get some tape on here. Yeah, done, brother. Got that step done. Wrap these independently. I give it one wrap and then I go to the other one. Keep them all insulated so they don't vibrate. If they do vibrate loose, they don't touch each other. Give my white light hot wire a little bit of extra loving. And we'll wrap those all in place. Oh, I got a little nick in this wire right here, probably from the heat. And go over that once and just bring these together flat. Get them all up in behind. See if I can get a pair of needle nose and pinch that back in. Come on, baby. There she goes. Didn't want to catch the thread. The cloth was in the way. Alright, so this is sitting just a little bit different than I had it on here before. It's going to be kind of a bummer because I got the JB weld on the pipe. I like to usually try to set that on there before I tighten everything down so I can see where it's all going to rest. So, get the carb on here nice. I started a little Facebook group. I don't know, Angry Cruiser, if you're still there, or anybody else that's in the New England area. 401 Motorized Bikes on Facebook. And anybody's really welcome to join it, but if you want to like try to post for a ride together, or if you got a bike you're selling, or just want to put a picture of your bike up or help somebody with a build, whatever, man, feel free to get in there. Hey, Dennis. All right, mailman, speedy delivery. So heavy.
This one here was like a bomb.
All right, we got a bomb. All right.
And a bottle of pills or something.
I don't know. We'll find out, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
No letters? I was
No,
looking for a letter, actually.
Brian, resident, and unless you want to spend some money and go take a trip.
No, probably not today.
Damn, she must have took a trip on bikes in one time.
Hey, we're going to do mail call while we got this going, everyone. Let's see what we got here, Dennis. What the heck, huh? Hopefully there is a bomb in here. Make it easier for all of us.
I had enough fucking aggravation. I didn't get the fucking door handle on.
Oh, yeah. So it's a 50 millimeter piston for the BT 100. Or 49 millimeter, whatever it is, I'm not sure without getting the calipers out, but yeah, so we're gonna drill this out in one of these videos, put some oilers in here too. The single piece jugs, they like to dry season. That's why a lot of guys are having problems with their Minarellis too, because the aluminum plate supposedly is sucking up too much heat. So show you guys how to do that. It's pretty easy. Yeah, Opzilla mail call, baby. You know. I finished rebuilding a bike for my sister the other day. She started riding, so I think these are some parts for her. Got the pit bike rollers. So thanks, Dennis. Yeah, if you guys have this set up, you'll know what this is. And I put like 500 miles on this thing, man. And let's see if you can see it. It's got like hardly any wear at all. I don't know where the heck this camera is. Let me get behind this thing. So yeah, you can see that's like 500 miles, dude. Barely even shredded it, and it runs really smooth. My chain is like wicked tight, and even if it was a little bit slack, it doesn't eat it at all. We're worth it. I can definitely post a link in there too for you guys if you're interested. So I got one for her, and I got an extra one just in case I got to work on a bike for somebody. See what else we got here. I'm not even sure. Feels a little heavy. Oh yeah. Yep. 415H hardened chain. MMG. And the reason I love this, not only because it's a 415 hardened, comes with a chain lube, synthetic chain lube. It's got Teflon and something else in there. It works great on all your bolts. You can put it on anything, and it doesn't cause them to loosen, and then they just come right back off. And you can still put the Loctite at the base, you know, and then boom, it kind of acts like a what am I trying to say? Like a protectant almost. So yep. just get this cover on here. Keep it moving. Opportunzilla, I don't know if I'm subscribed to you, man. I'm gonna try to find your channel. If you have a minute, just do me a big favor, man. Take one of your videos and thread it into my feed. I don't care if it's on a short or just one of my videos, whatever. That way I can try to find you if you don't mind, bro. So, appreciate you hanging out. I don't know if you're subscribed to me, but if you are, I appreciate that too, man. Yeah, same for anybody else watching too. You know, don't be embarrassed to leave a link with one of your videos if it pertains to something that I was posting about, or you know, that way, you know what I'm saying? Like if you got a video about oil ratios, ERT's got something about the same thing, you know, we can interlink it. That way people can get to information easier. I'm trying to help, man, you know what I'm saying? I don't know everything. I learn as I go. I've been doing this on and off for like 15, 20 years. And I still don't even know, you know, half of what I should. Keep getting locked up, but God's kind of changed my life, and I'm trying to do the right thing. So hopefully I just keep moving forward, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, brother. No doubt. I learn things from all kinds of guys. There's a dude out there, Tin Man Saws. Bro, I got just as much information from watching him as I ever have from any motorized bike channel. I've actually I did a video some time back. It was an old Zeta head. It was an old Sandcast, and I did some shaping on it to try to let the air hit it and flow down through and cool it quicker, because they were like the worst. They would overheat all the time, you know. So I posted that. I don't even remember what the name of it was, but I know for a fact some of the older cylinders had little like holes in between, not holes but like slots that the air could catch, and it would change the flow of the air through. But I've never ever once seen anybody else do any kind of video like that, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, hey. But yeah, I've taken stuff from like RC cars. I'll run in and grab a cylinder real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. But you can knife the transfers. I don't know if you've ever heard of anybody doing that, but I tried it, and I don't know if it was a success or if it was a failure. I honestly don't. I don't know. I really don't even remember if it was like good or bad, what happened. But with the smaller motors with the higher RPMs, they say that it gives you like added horsepower. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you take the G5 and in between the exhaust side and the intake side, I want to tell you properly, and I'm almost sure I'm not mistaken. I've been in a coma, I have a brain injury, I have a hard time remembering, but I believe this is the side that you knife. So you take your tungsten carbide bit and you want to go back up in a pretty good depth, and you kind of like ramp it down. So by the time you get to the end of this, from where you start, this is like a knife edge. and it shoots the air off, kind of like helps it. It ramps it basically. Did you catch that? I'm not sure if you guys seen that. Yeah. No, man, it works, ERT. It really does. This is an old, it's a piece of an old tire. And, this doesn't quite sit on here. If I have this on here, it's not stable. This is actually what gives it the proper, whatever you want to call it, the proper, trying to think of the right word. Just, it mounts it right. But I know some people say that anything that's gonna deaden vibration, a lot of times on the back, I'll put an old piece of an inner tube right here, and it, yeah, just on the front mount, not on the back. Water hose. I had never thought of doing that, Opzilla, but like I said, I've taken a piece of an old inner tube before and I've put it on there. But I would do that on a V-type frame. With this one here, I really haven't, I haven't experienced that really being a thing. But I've actually taken, this is a CDH mount, and I've probably taken like a 1/4 inch off of both sides of the front face of this. And it still won't draw up enough that it actually holds it properly. So, but just the thickness of the top of the tire, it was off of a 700 centimeter tire. I'll show you. So you can see the thickness right here, maybe in my hand. I'm not sure, but the sidewall is thin right out down to the wire bead, but this is probably a 1/4 inch thick up top, and just that amount right there, when it sits on, it grabs right in here somewhere, and this is enough pressure to keep it from moving. So same thing with my head bolts up here. Flat washer, lock washer, flat washer. On the back mount, I use the flat washer and then 2 lock washers. And that, I find that it doesn't bend the studs on there. I don't know if you guys have had any problem with that. I've also seen people, you can see how the side of that's bent up probably from it being on there. Some people actually just shave that off so it sits flat on there, but it doesn't draw it down right. There's just because of the way these are formed. So if you put 2 lock washers on, it should draw down pretty good, and it keeps enough distance in here for, yeah, anyway. Well, I can figure out how to thread this bolt now. Oh, it's always something. Come on, thing. Stop arguing with me. God, help me now. This is ridiculous. Why does this not want to go on? There it goes. Perfect. All right. No, 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 no. All right. Oh, this is giving me grief. That one went on. There it goes. Maybe. Find my wrench. These are 14mm I got on here. Tank mount, the tank mount I got double brackets on. I got a bolt, and then I got a bolt in between them. Or a nut rather, a nut, and then the bracket, and then the nut, and then the bracket on the front. I just have a nut, and then the bracket. I'm still back a little bit, but it's almost level. And that won't move at all. Just use this to mock it up so I can see where my crank's at, so I don't have it too far forward and I'm smashing the pedal with it. I'll be wicked careful I don't bump this JB weld because it's just barely set. Oh, you bugger. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try. I'm gonna mess it up. Dang. Oh yeah, it's like rock candy now. Hard and tacky. Just smooth it right in with my finger. Get it all flat. Laffy Taffy. Be less the sand later on before I put the header paint on it. Beauteous. Alright, let me try this again without bumping anything. And did it again. Alright, bike, cooperate here. We're plenty clear. Touch this up once more real quick. I should have taped this up all the way. I just wasn't sure if that's where it was going to be staying. What setup? Okay, it was the GT5 compression cylinder. So this is the GT6. The GT5, the fins are a little lower. They don't angle in, they're straight across. It's got 3 flutes on the bottom instead of 2. So I think that's why the fins are just a little smaller maybe, but the space in between these wasn't as wide. If you look on my video that says expansion chamber MZ65 tip or something, I talk about here, I'll get it so you can see, but I find the bolt. Yeah, anyway, let me see if I can just do a mock-up and show you guys. All right, so yeah, bro, sorry about that. So basically what I did was, let me see if you can see. Yep. So on the other side of the case, on the top of the clutch cover, if you take the top bolt out and you take a bolt that's the same as this one that goes in here that's supposed to hold the chain guard that most of us don't use, so you get a bolt the same length and you catch the threads coming through the other way, so you're mounting the bolt in the opposite way that you would, so the long end is sticking out. And then you take a washer, and then you take an old piece of inner tube, just cut up an old inner tube, and you put the inner tube in between, and then you put another washer, put another piece of inner tube, and do that like 4 or 5 times. And it's almost like making a silencer for a gun. It's like the wadding in the in between, and it stops any kind of the vibration, you know, the rubber. And then that'll keep your keep the welds from snapping, and it takes pressure off of the front of the bike too as it's vibrating on the bolts. But if you look on that video, I'm pretty sure that picture that I didn't even have the pipe on. I just explained it almost like I did to you guys. But if you look on that video, there's a picture in there. I had a pair of handlebars off of like a 1964 bike or something that I wanted to keep as part of the build. And over the winter, I'd gone down a couple of times hard in the ice and snow, and ended up dumping the bike. And so I cut the end of the handlebar off, and I fed it into the back of the tube, and it had a little bit of a bend, and it came back, something like that. But it caused like a double echo, and the length, I had cut it a couple of times, and I just guessed it right. And the back pressure with the extra piping on the back of it, I put a straight pipe in it once, just a straight handlebar, and I went 60 miles and I went 45 all out the whole time, held it there, and it just ran, man. I don't know what the port timing on it was or anything, but yeah, that was one of my favorite motors. I actually had done the 1,000-mile inspection. That was the motor that I ran that with, and it I think I put almost 5,000 miles on it. I still have the cylinder in there. I ended up pulling the bolts right out of the front of it, just vibrated them right out, destroyed it. I probably could you know, tap them or put thread chasers in and still keep running it, but yeah, it had the nitrogen, the cold freeze nitrogen. It was dipped. It's not nickel plated, just nickel plated. And I honed it out, and it had a little bit of residue in there. I didn't even have a filter, an air filter on there. I just ran a screen on it all winter long, road salt and everything, no problem. Yeah, brother, no doubt. No doubt. Oh. So. Get this back together, fellas. See where we're at. I want to get this baby running. Go for a ride with this. I don't know if I can change it over from the iPad to the iPhone, but if nothing else, I just stop the feed and just go live again on the phone for a minute. It's probably gonna die anyway. I've been talking on it. It's been doing whatever the whole time too, so I can talk to you. Actually, I don't even know if I can, to be honest, but I think the engine mount stops the M65 from actually fitting on here. It might just have to wait till tomorrow anyway, but while the other pipe's curing. Yeah, that's a good question, ERT. Thanks for asking, man. That was definitely one of my favorite runs ever. And I know it was a strong motor. I got it off of eBay out of a seller out of New Jersey, and it was a motor only. It wasn't the oh, I gotta put my bucking bar and the bearing in there. Yeah, it was the motor only, and I already had the setup on the bike. But if I had to give the credit to anything other than God Almighty, I would say it was that head. You could probably look them up. That's the only way you're gonna find it though, is look up GT5 CNC head. Should bring you right to it on eBay. Yeah, Op, what state are you in? No, I guess maybe dipped out. Oh, you're still there. Cool. Louisiana. All right. Nice. Now, are you down there at Kevin's shop? Do you ride with him at all or no? I know they said something about having some kind of a ride down there before. I think it was the Orange Crush or whatever he was riding. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, one of the earlier videos I did was a kid I met online, I think through Zeta Mafia, and I did a shout out at Christmas time like, yo, everybody say Merry Christmas and post up what kind of two-stroke oil you're using and what state you're in. And he was like, yeah, I'm in Rhode Island. And we started talking, and he's in Westerly, like about 40 miles away from me. And I rode down there to see him before. It was pretty cool. But yeah, 190 miles, that's a little bit of a stretch. Angry Cruiser's out in Connecticut. He's like 90 miles away. We've been talking about meeting halfway for some time. So if we ever do get to, man, we try to do like a double live and meet in the middle or something. That would be cool as heck, right? The CDI? The CDI or the Magneto? Yeah, I don't know. My opinion on those, I've actually seen some of these CDIs coming that have they're smaller. The box is smaller, and every one I've got like that has ended up failing within a few days. Um, there's a guy, Catnip or something like that, out in California. He's on eBay. It's a Catnip CDI, I think it's called, and he sells a 12-volt CDI box. So if you put the generator in and just ran, you know, your ground wire and used the 12-volt instead, I think it's actually off of a CR80 plug, the sending unit, and then it's got a little control box almost like Jaguar over in Australia. Those aren't bad either. They're only like 80 bucks. I've been meaning to get around to it. I just, every time I go to try to think about it, something else is happening. But there's a guy that has got a channel, Michael Forrest. He does like analytics. He's been in a lot of races, and I don't know, a lot of the people didn't like him, but like the stuff he was saying, like it was just like he was telling the truth and he was blowing people out of the water. But he was like Brian back in the day or something, you know. And but yeah, man, he's got a thing, Dragonfly 75 something, but it's a server, I don't know where from, but he's got like pages and pages of information on there. But his name's Michael Forrest. Look him up online on not eBay, on YouTube. And he's got a link in there somewhere. And you can actually change the signal. So basically these boxes, it's like hit or miss. The CDI really doesn't know where the signal is because there's no controller like you would have on a vehicle, on a car. So it allows you to change the signal, so you can like retard it or advance it without actually shaving the Woodruff key on the magnet and then moving the magnet physically. Yeah, I got a little bit of this JB Weld on here. If I don't get it off now, I never will. Stick these wires right together. I ain't trying to do that. Ah, he's so foolish. Um, yeah, yeah, ERT. I've heard of that one as well. I don't honestly know though, Ellis. I've seen it. I think it's is that Will Kidd you guys are talking about? Because I know Will Kidd, the guy that does the Gemini rims, the hubs. I think he had done some kind of a setup where you can take and add something almost like a jack shaft changing kit. But all right, cool, man. Yeah, I'll definitely look for it. But the 12 volt, like I said, what I just put in here, it's just the hot wire. So I got the hot wire and the ground wire. The ground wire is just on the side of the magneto, and they just run right up to the light. So basically the spark is running, the 6 volt is running by itself for the spark. But if you wanted to take and run the 12 volt, it would be the same difference. You would just run these wires to here instead and have a 12 volt CDI. So you can use a race CDI with that setup. The thing that happens is basically then it's just dead weight in there for the other unit. I don't know if you can actually remove it at that point in time, or you need that just to kind of like hold the housing, you know, because it's got the stator arms there. But either way, bro, I mean, you know, ERT's always talking about lighter is faster, so that's why I had to bring that up. Oh, snap. Yeah, I haven't seen them. I don't really know, man. I'll definitely be looking for your video. I'll like to check it out. If you can share a link or something, man, you know. Um, Let me see. Try to find it real quick. Yeah, I don't even know where it's at right now, fellas, but I know I left my email in the back of one of these videos. You'll try to maybe find it. I don't know if I can remember, I would tell you. But yeah, you could send me an email sometime. I know there's a few guys out there that got it. Leonard's got it. My bike's down Puerto Rico. Hey, ERT, when are you gonna do a ride with my bikes in Puerto Rico anyway, man? I know everybody keeps bugging you. I didn't see it. Yeah, my bikes. My bikes is down in Puerto Rico, man. He's got a really good channel. He rides like 3, 4 different bikes. Most of them are two-stroke, but I think he's got like a little. He's got a KTM 50 with the clutch that don't engage till you get to a certain RPM, and he's got a 79cc Predator too. But yeah, he was one of the people that won the contest for 100 subscribers. Seems like a really nice guy. And he's got a lot of good stuff. Oh yeah, tighten that up yet. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay. Let's see here. No. See what's going on here. All right. And take that back off. Dang it. I just got it on there too. Is that what you ride? You ride a YD100, do you? Yeah, man. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, I'll try to send you a link or something. He's got to be close by to you too, because he did a ride to like every single beach around there and went to the shrines at each place in the center of the city. That's really all I could tell you to describe it, but ride alone. Yeah. Rhode Island's not that big. We're only 45 by 60. Hmm. All right, let me see. All right. Oh. Wiggle it just a little bit. Come on, let me see you. Oh, I know what I gotta do. I gotta move this down a little bit. Yeah, I forgot to do that. All right. Because I had loosened that. Dang, I didn't even remember. Let's see if this is the right one. Oh, yeah, baby. Ah, don't run away. Put this down before I drop that one too. Baby, come back. I can't reach it right now. All right, let me get this situated. Everything's falling on the ground now. Get my master link in play here. I'm still in the chain. Did I fall out too? There's the guard. All right, break time. I'm losing stuff. Break time, and it's right in front of me. Need that. Need that. Need that. Oh. Man. Oh. Take 5. Yeah, I need to take 5 Tylenol at this point, bro. My back is on fire right now, bent over like this. I really just misplaced the master link. might have to run in and grab an extra. Oh no, I didn't. Never mind. Thank you, God, for opening my eyes. Now I was once blind and now I see. Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? You guys mean the world to me too. I honestly mean that. Thank you so much for hanging out with me this whole time, man. You know, I know this chat goes up in the air once it gets posted, so this is like something really cool. You know, it's like you missed the moment. Make the engine that way. If you move, you know it's one piece of black. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. I think too, ERT, Ellis, when I was, I had this mount on the other motor, so I had loosened it to it when I took it off, and I just forgot that I was gonna have to readjust it, you know what I'm saying? So, but that's totally a great idea, man. That makes complete sense. Mark it with tape and you'll know exactly where you gotta put it back to. That's even farther away. What am I doing wrong? Slide down. Alright, there she goes. I don't even have that on, so. Alright, let me tighten up, move the wheel. Whoa, lose the phone. What it says, when I head to a friend's house, left these out. Yeah, brother. Alright, I'm still off here, so what I gotta do, go up or go down? Getting closer. Almost there. Yeah, usually I would just take the tire, take the rear axle loose and just feed it on, make it tight, and then pull it back. But I already had kind of like measured where I wanted it to sit because I don't have the pipe in place, so I'm trying not to move it too much. Just take this other side off so I can do it easier. Thank you, brother. Yeah, man. I used to like your little shorts when you guys were in the shop doing stuff. That was cool. Oh, you know what? I know what the problem is. I don't think I need to have the bolts in between the, I put the bolts in between the riser to, make the length right. For the other case was just a little bit different. Let me see if that's the thing, because in that case I can probably move the axle back in the keeper too. And the washer's jammed on there, that's why it's stuck. Come on, baby. These Daisy Dukes will get off of here, I'll be doing better. There we go. Now we got plenty of play. Yeah, the washer was stuck. I honestly don't know if this one's gonna reach. That's odd. Yeah, I might just take the bolts out and bring that back. I think that's gonna be our solution, fellas. Like I said, I know that the other case, the way it was a little bit different for some reason. And I opted to just put a bolt, the same size bolt on both sides to move the plate back. So I'll just take that out of there. Should be all set. Yeah. Oh, that's what you meant, the washer. Yeah, the same difference. Hopefully I can do this without messing everything up. Now I got all the wires plugged in and they're tight. He said I was screaming. Oh, jeez. Alright, let me pop the carb. I'm gonna have to pop the carb. Like I said, hopefully I can do this without ripping the wires out now, because I already got them snug as a bug. Bingo! Lucy, I'm home! Alright, guys. We'll get there. We'll get there. Drop some more stuff. Stress. Man. Greasy as ever. Not gonna slide that back under. Oh, let me get this chain on first. Once that's in play, that's where she's gonna sit anyhow, irregardless. So if I have to take it back apart to fit the exhaust, we're gonna have to put a different chain or do a different mount. Oh, caught the link. There we go. Yeah. I'm trying to tell you. Then we gotta go this way, then we gotta go that way, then we gotta go that way. My girl calls it mansplaining when you gotta sit there and tell her stuff. She's like, you got some mansplaining on me. I'm like, oh no. Are you kidding me? All right. There we go. All right, thank God. Another part done. Closer and closer, fellas. Praise God, man. I don't know if I could even do this without you guys right now, because I'd probably be pulling my hair out, man. Alright, now I gotta take the front of this back off and adjust it. Get the rubber mount in there. 2 steps forward, 5 steps backwards. Alright, now I can get this position where it's supposed to be. Get that in place, and we'll tighten both the front mount and the back mount. Oh, that's gonna be way loose there. Let's see. Yeah, bro, I hear you, man. Appreciate you. I'm just looking at this because if I move this down too much further, when I put the pipe on, it's gonna be hitting the crank. So I'm just trying. I may have to set it back up, mock it up again. If I leave the chain a little loose, I don't know if you guys can see the rear wheel right there. Yeah, see, I got plenty of room in the keeper though, bro. So I'll be good. I can move the chain back. So, oh, yeah. All right. Ah, look how shiny she is now, man. It's like silly putty, baby. I can't wait till that's all hardened up. Hopefully I can do this without bumping it. Let me put the mount on first. We already got the wires taped up, so we shouldn't get stuck to it this time. All right, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing, I hope. I really do hope so. I get something to push this down underneath. I don't want this to flare up. I'm trying to get it underneath the front of this thing here if I can. Because it wants to pinch, and that's harder to tighten it. Hey, remember that summer at band camp? Yeah, I could tell everybody now, yeah, man, I built a motor with ERT. They could say the same thing. Opzilla and me, we built a motor the other day, man. I know that dude's solid. He could do it. Clean the carb a little bit. All right, let's see here. Get the spark plug wire back on. That's in place. That's on. That's clipped. We got to put this back on. Just gonna tell you, I'm just gonna get this out of the way. There's one less thing to be in the way when I go to lock that back the back housing on the frame. I usually take an old inner tube, talking about inner tubes, I usually take an old inner tube and I just put it on there. Once you get it tight, it really shouldn't vibrate and do anything, but if for any reason, you know what I mean, it could back the bolt out. It's something I ain't got to check as often. Yep. Yeah, definitely, you're right. Yeah, the tensioner should definitely do the job. And like I was saying, I mean, I got plenty of space back there on the keeper, so I can just move the axle back, and that'll bring the chain right taut anyway, so we're all good there, fellas, for sure, man. Gonna make engine for sale soon. Racing 152 millimeter 10 52 millimeter 10 millimeter the Conrad YD100 block. Oh snap, that'd be something different. What happened to that Phantom you guys had? Was that a stage 1 or stage 2 or stage 3? What did you guys use when you sealed the ports and did all that to it? Third bolt. Oh dang, I'm going to low power. Third bolt on a tensioner should be long. That way you put 10 millimeter on the back stays. Yeah. The reason I have it up there is if I have this back here, this is the pit bike one, it'll rub the tire, so I have to put it there. I don't have an option. Alright, let me see what else I can do. We're ready to go, man. If that pipe wasn't drying, I could fire this up. All I gotta do is put this back on here, man. Put the engine mount on. I should turn this over with no pipe on it. Anybody feel like going deaf today? Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, a lot of people were saying that 12 millimeter piston didn't work. I think there was some kind of a converter or something you could get. Or, I don't know, maybe some guys were actually just using a saw piston out of like a still or something. Or, I'm trying to think of the name of that one that's real popular with the saw guys. Meteor or something like that. I don't even remember, but Just for giggles, boys, I'm gonna put the exhaust on. Just gonna be real careful, so I don't bump nothing, because I want to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Check, check, double check. Move this, move that, move this, move that. Oh, I'm glad I checked too, because it's gonna be hitting. I'm gonna have to move this forward. See? What I always say, an ounce of prevention beats a pound of cure. Alright, let me slide this up again. Make sure you guys can still see what's going on. Alright, so we need to move this down and up. So these have got to be loose. So this has a little bit of play. This has got to be loose. I got to definitely loosen that back up, because those boys is almost tight. Alright, we should be able to slide it now, fellas. I got plenty of slack in the chain. I can move that back easily. I'm just gonna crank this 1 or 2 times just to hold it still, and we'll test the pipe again. She'll make it, I think. Yep. Just right. Oh, I didn't even bump the JB either, man. She still looks like silly putty. It's so smooth and shiny. What's that? The sprint go in the beginning, not when you have the small hole. .52mm 10-pin on eBay. Yup. Yeah, I know there's what is it, Pharmatech or something like that, and there's or maybe it was Comet I'm thinking of. It's some weird like celestial name, Meteor, Comet. But yeah, they got a really decent one. That brand right there is, like they say, the top of the line. That's better than the Hiawatha or whatever it is, and a few of the other ones. All right, let me get this thing tightened up. Be savvy. Make sure this is straight up on here. completely centered while I tighten it down so it's not kicking sideways and messing the chain up later on or something. Alright, that's nice and tight. Tighten up the tighten up the keeper for the mount itself. If I can find where I put that Allen key at. That's the bigger one right here. We got it, boys. And I dropped it again. Ah! Yes, sir. All right, get this back brace on here. Pop, pop. Pop two. Calling it Gucci. All right, you tighten the carb up just a little bit. Find my 8mm and just wrench it. Make it so much easier. Carb is tight. Housing on the top of it, and Venturi is tight. Spark plugs on. Wires are in place. Clutch cable's good and out of the way. Let's move this keeper on the clutch arm, or the clutch arm on the cable itself. I always put one of these on just for good measure. Hopefully I got this adjusted right. See if I can put some tension on it and this. I have to adjust this for some reason. Hey, babe. What's up, girl? Hello.
Roger?
Yes.
Rain's coming through. I'm just giving you the heads up.
Is it? It's coming from Connecticut.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Westerly and Hope Valley.
Oh, it's in Westerly right now.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get the power tools and stuff inside then. We're about all done here anyway. These guys have been really cool to hang out with me this long. Definitely gotta say special shout out to Zilla and to Ellis and to everybody else that came along here. So definitely appreciate you guys. My mosquito just told me rain is coming and it's like not too far away, so basically gotta adjust the clutch and put the pipe on and should be a success. So I'm gonna stick it out for a couple minutes longer. I'm gonna try to get the clutch adjusted with you guys, just get the flower nut off of there and see what's going on. Oh yeah, let me show you the bell too. This is what I got for my birthday from my mom. Bingo! Yeah, my dad got me the phone holder, so it should be good to go. All right. Yeah, checking the spring. I don't think this is tight enough right here yet for some reason. It seems like when I push it in, and you know what else I think it could be is that bucking bar is so worn on the end, it's got a cup in it. So I think I need to just put another one in there and it'll have just enough more to grab it. But I'm just gonna try to move this arm in just a little bit. That's the other reason, if you put one of these on here and you're working by yourself, if you get yourself a pair of pliers, you can fit it between, and then you can use that to kind of like, it'll push in for a spacer, put the cable for that spot. Yeah. I'm not sure where it's got to be really yet. This is another motor I had on there, so. Oh yeah, she'll roll now. She's good, guys. Yep. Tight. Yep. Wheel ain't moving. Let me put that back in there. Once I get it started and it's running, then I just pick the tire up. If the tire is still spinning, that means that the flower nut is too tight. You know what I'm saying? If the and then you just turn the flower nut back like a space. So, but hopefully it'll grab. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the cover off of the clutch. But yeah, man, cool. I'm not sure who else is here. Well, it says there's like 5 people on my phone right now, so whoever you are, we definitely do appreciate you. And if you haven't subscribed, do it. More than that, though, I want each and every one of you to pass this on in the bicycle channel. Anytime you leave a comment, if I go to ERT, for instance, and I leave a comment and they give me a reply, I'm gonna hit their thumbs up, I'm gonna hit my thumbs up, I'm gonna hit your thumbs up. I'm gonna give like 20 different thumbs up. So once you get like 5 people to give a thumbs up, you know what I'm saying, bro? Try to help blow the channel up, but rather than just giving the like on the top of the screen too. So I don't know if that'll help anybody or if it makes any sense, whatever, but everybody still hanging? I gotta get this cleaned up, man. Oh Lord. So yeah, this is the experimental case, guys. I don't know if I'll do it tonight. I got some other business to attend to for myself, but I think probably within the next couple of days, if I don't do it tonight. But just watch. If you see live again, I'll be taking this apart and we'll inspect it and see how it appears. Like I said, you know, just to have an abundance of caution, I wanted to take this motor off. There was nothing wrong with it running, other than the fact that I just had to replace the gasket. And then I found that the teeth were a little bit buggered up just because it had been running sideways or something, not quite lined up. But yeah, the JB weld on the JB weld on the expansion chamber, it had let go in a couple places. I seen a puff of smoke come out of it, and I looked at it and I said, oh no. I shut it off. I went and run to the store, and then I came back and I took the flat lap. Let me see if you can see it. The flat lap on the Dremel, the little sanding disc, and I just removed all the excess material that I could, and then used the drill with a wheel on it, with a wire brush wheel, and I took it all back down to the metal, and then just set this all back up. So, but yeah, man, I figure if this is starting to give out here, I really don't know what the inside of the motor is gonna look like. I've stuffed the case before, I've patched the motor before, and you know, it's held, but just due to all the extreme heat from the steel cylinder, it seemed like, you know, hey, let's just take it off now before anything catastrophic happens and something else in the engine gets damaged. But yeah, it's gonna be fun, man. So hope you guys will all tune in for that. And yeah, just have a wonderful evening if not. And yeah, man, you guys mean so much to me. Guys, thanks for staying for the video, the whole video. You just did, man. You totally have my respect. I know there's a lot of people that come and go and just use this to bullshit, because there's no, you know what I mean? It's all in the air when it's done. But you know, I mean, it really does. It touches my heart, man. So Godspeed to you my friends. And yeah, we'll definitely see each other soon, one way or another. But all right, guys, I gotta get in there before this rain comes down, get all the power tools and the cords inside. So be safe.